The following contest is a Stages of Hell match and is for the WWE Women's United States Championship.
There you see the United States Championship, already a hotly contested title in the women's division. Oh, baby. The heat is on. I don't know how much things have cooled down between these two hot hits.
Yeah, I think that exchange might have been a sign of things to come. And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver. With the title on the line, the champ isn't holding anything back.
Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry.
The steel chair, a classic for very good reason.
Oh my God, a steel chair!
Wendy steers clear there.
Vicious, aggressive attacks, and Cross is in control.
Piece by piece, Nikki is
Batten down the hatches. These two are unloading. Ooh!
no quick deal, not at all.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
She's got her in her clutches. Implanted by the DDT.
3 stages of hell. What's the strategy for making it through this series of matches?
Each match will be brutal in its own way. The key for these superstars is to be adaptable, to roll with the punches, so to speak. The shifting match types can obviously be jarring, but you can't let that get to you. Boom!
Quick thinking from her to avoid that.
Side Russian leg sweep, takedown, and these will keep you down.
And the champ now having to deal with the relentless strikes from a motivated challenger.
Move, just tearing at the back.
Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say. And is she? Yeah, it looks like she's bleeding now. Things are getting dicey for her.
The matter will.
The full Nelson slam.
And Choo could be the one sending her opponent to dreamland after that.
We've seen a lot of contentious rivalries here in WWE over the years, but this is really starting to go.
We got a cover.
And she breaks the count.
Not enough. There's gotta be more where that came from. Cross
She's got the shoulders down. Opportunity now for Cross to capture some momentum.
That could be the trigger for Nikki to battle her way back into this.
deeper into the match now, and she clearly still has a lot left in the tank.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Lots of damage under the challenger now.
Extreme Rules takes an intense toll on the body. Just immediately being stabbed by hundreds or thousands of tacks. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemies.
Crashing onto the thumbtacks. Cover! Quick count out after 1.
A stalemate of counters.
And she re-enters the ring.
She gets positioned in the corner.
There it is! Reversal! Nikki Cross manages to counter. And she quickly turned that around. Finds a counter for Choo.
Up top, facing the crowd here.
Uh-oh, going up top now. Oh, top rope. This is going to be bad. This is not going to be good. No, under the thumbtacks.
All those thumbtacks, they are...
Oh, no, lights are out.
Oh, tell me I didn't just see that.
Well, you did. Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
Oh, it's about to get busy in here. We're looking at somebody with very dangerous intentions in mind right now.
And I'm sure she's got something planned, putting the table right there.
What a
Who is in peril here?
Oh my goodness, please stop! Iconic Scott wreaking havoc.
Yeah, Nikki Cross is executing her game plan.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Even her odds here.
Man, what are you going to do with that trash can?
Taking out the trash.
Wendy is unable to stop any attack.
Now we have to see how tough Wendy truly is.
Side.
She whips out a kendo.
He's climbing to the top. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Put into the corner. What could be next? Being placed onto the top rope.
Devastating.
Planted into the steps. Steps to the kidneys. Setting up for something here. Meeting the steel.
Sitting her up on the turnbuckle here.
Oh, what a response.
Snapmare over. Sleeper hold applied. This could be bad. Submission locked in. She's holding on with everything she's got, but can her body hold on?
Digging deep to break out of this. It does.
I've got to say, I'm stunned by what we have seen from these women so far.
Blow after blow, hit after hit, and summer.
Sat on the turnbuckle in a dangerous position.
All tied up. Neck breaker from the top turnbuckle.
Wendy is unable to stop any attack.
Now we have to see how tough Wendy truly can be. Snapmare over. Sleeper hold applied. This could be bad. And Nikki Cross, hold on.
And she gets the fall and is one step closer to winning this.
Here is your winner, Wendy Choo!
Well, baby, but now we're moving into the devil's playground. Don't care who you are, you don't walk out of hell in a cell without being changed forever. Oh, no, man.
Stages of hell now continues.
And I'm sure they're still feeling pretty good after that match, but that won't last long because they're heading into the Devil's Playground next. Incoming.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. There's no way. This is incredible.
Absolutely not. Get out of here. Grabbing this odd bag of God knows what. Surely with sadistic intentions in mind.
Ooh. Finds a counter for Choo. That's what they call me, the hot shot. What on earth is Cross looking under the ring for? Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Corey, what exactly is the game plan when it comes to Hell in a Cell? Do you just go in there and hope for the best?
No way, Cole. Optimism has no place in the cell. This is a place for sadism. Instead of hoping things go your way, you need to do whatever it takes to make them go your way. There's simply no holding back in the cell, no matter what.
She turns it around with the reversal. Oh, and an uppercut.
Might have lost a tooth. Ooh.
The challenger's hopes are fading.
And after all that, you wonder how much juice she really got left to work with.
Oh! It knew what was coming there.
Oh my gosh!
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Elbow right to the face stops that attack.
Full Nelson slam.
And Choo could be the one sending her opponent to dreamland after that. Jeez, that's gonna leave a mark.
She's launched out of the ring. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Uppercut right on target. Ooh. Powerful uppercut finds the mark.
Wendy is taking charge.
Yeah, Choo's appearing unstoppable.
Woo. Stiff shot.
Uncorks it, uppercut. Nice counter from Cross. Momentum going back to Nikki's corner.
Yeah, Nikki getting that crazed look in her eyes again.
Boom!
Ooh!
Oh my! She was just sent right through the
Extreme amount of pain.
And Cross gets stonewalled.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
And Nikki takes on even more damage.
No question, Choo has what it takes to go the distance here.
She is fearless. That is the only possible explanation for choosing to climb the cell.
She made it and is now standing on top of the cell.
What an incredible scene here.
Oh man, climbing up to the cell like this, they're looking for trouble.
And she's made it up to the top of the cell now, but when's the last time anything good ever came of that?
Exactly. She just put herself in an even more dangerous position. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Back and forth from these competitors.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that this rivalry has gotten out of hand. Neither side of this thing has any caution for the well-being of the other. This isn't about who's better anymore. This is about taking out the competition.
Some might even argue that the better side is the last one standing, Cole. But you do have a point. This rivalry has gotten way out of hand.
Fighting at this altitude is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I hope we have emergency medical staff nearby, just in case.
Neck breaker! Hooked up here. Legs trapped.
And it is purely academic at this point, as the champ surely knows now.
Oh, dead center of the chest. That.
Calculating the next move here.
Oh, planted.
Yes.
Oh, the neck taking all that damage.
All hell is broken loose on top of the cell. This is only going to get worse before it gets better.
Attack after attack, and yet the match just continues. The war rages on.
With seemingly no end in sight. Answers one, inverted DDT. That could turn this around.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
No, no, no! Not like this!
This isn't a match anymore, it's a massacre.
I don't think any championship is worth this danger.
Catching that elbow to the gut. Bam! Oh, got that fist straight to the head.
Jawbreaker! Call the dentist.
Using a stiff knee to get herself free.
Nearly decapitated. Look at this, guys. Beginning to inch her way up the wall of the cell.
Really showing there's no concern for safety anywhere near the cell.
And she's climbed all the way to the top of the structure.
I understand wanting to stay close to your opponent, but following your adversary up the cell is lunacy.
This goes on, the more dangerous this becomes.
Yeah, the roof of the cell can only take so much chaos.
Able to avoid that one.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
This has truly been a match for the ages. Nay, a battle for the ages.
And as this battle rages on, the crowd can't...
Oh, dear.
Oh, my God. She just came crashing through the cell.
My God, this clash for the... Can she do it here?
And finally, she gets the fall.
Here is your winner, Nikki Cross!
All tied here as we head into the final match.
And what better way to end the night than with a good old-fashioned bonfire WWE style. It is time for the Inferno match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the final stage in this series. These combatants have fought with everything they have to reach this moment.
And now it's going to get hot in here, boys, as we will end Stages of Hell with the Inferno match.
Gonna wrench that arm a little bit.
Good old-fashioned punch to the jaw.
What's the go-to strategy when you're trapped in a ring? Looks to climb the top rope. Blast off!
Compressing them with a splash.
The challenger is not holding back.
They've been pushing each other for weeks now, and I can't believe it's reached this point.
Yeah, Cole, when a feud gets this intense, it's hard to come back from it. This is something they'll carry for years.
Oh, ouch.
She's able to steer clear of that attack. Ouch. And just look at Cross's face after that shot.
She's holding on tight.
With reckless abandon.
Making her way out of the ring here.
And look at this. I've never seen a more ominous bag in my life. Nothing good ever comes from this.
Cross taking the action back to the ring. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that. What's coming next?
She is on fire, but now she has to make it so her downed opponent is literally set ablaze.
These superstars have to know now. There's no escaping this. They've truly got to fight to survive.
Oh, let me tell you how they're feeling here, man. It's that tunnel vision when you come to survive here, man. When giving that option between you and me, I'm always going to choose you to go.
Struggling close to the flames here. Wait. Oh, they did it. Thank God it's over.
And now for the firefighter on call to get to work. A little urgency, please.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's United States Champion, Wendy Choo!
As we expected, this was a tense back and forth, but after 3 matches, we have our winner.
She was totally focused on getting the gold tonight, and she's done just that.